we delve into the vital realm of poverty alleviation, exploring the impactful contributions of zakat and sedekah as powerful tools for positive change.
How can you contribute to sedekah in our daily life?
Our daily lives, contributing sedekah is simple yet powerful. There are various types of sedekah that we can do in our daily life. Through allocate a portion of your income for regular giving, through education and showing act of kindness towards all the people.
Allocating a portion of one's income for regular giving is a common and commendable example of sedekah in Islam. As mentioned in Quran, charity does not decrease wealth, no one forgives another but that Allah increases his honor, and no one humbles himself for the sake of Allah but that Allah raises his status. Sedekah is a voluntary form of charity, and Muslims are encouraged to give to those in need as a means of purifying their wealth and helping others. Regular and consistent giving reflects a commitment to social responsibility and contributes to the well-being of the community. Education and empowerment matter. Volunteer your time to mentor or teach valuable skills aligning with the Quranic emphasis on knowledge. Sedekah isn't just about personal growth, it's about sharing knowledge globally, engage in community service, collaborate with local organizations, and instill the values of generosity within your family. Sedekah in Islam encompasses various acts of voluntary charity or kindness. It goes beyond giving material wealth and includes actions like helping someone in need, offering a kind word, or simply being considerate. The concept emphasizes the broader notion of benevolence and goodwill towards others as a means of expressing gratitude and fulfilling one's social responsibility.
How zakat and sedekah help in alleviating poverty?
In the tapestry of Islam, zakat and sedekah stand as pillars of compassion, designed to combat poverty and uplift society.
As the Quran declares in Surah Taha, verse 6, "To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and on the earth." Muslims believe wealth is a trust bestowed all by Allah, a responsibility to be managed wisely. Sheikh Yusuf Qaradawi emphasized that humanity must fulfill this responsibility as vagrant on earth, accountable for how they acquire, accumulate and spend their wealth. In Malaysia, zakat collection, particularly from Selangor and wilayah Persekutuan, have seen a remarkable 47.5% cumulative annual growth rate from 2007 to 2016. Approximately 66% of zakat collection is from employment incomes, contributing to social, economic, educational and religious welfare activities. Notably, successful recipients often become contributors, showcasing the transformative power of zakat. Meanwhile, sedekah, the voluntary charity, plays a pivotal role, whether financing a mosque or contributing millions to aid causes like the Viva Palestine initiative. It exemplifies the generosity and empathy within the Muslim community. Local initiatives such as the Tabung Bencana and STP Media Prima raised over 6 million ringgit for flood victims in Malaysia, highlighting the collective strength in times of crisis.
In the eyes of Allah, our wealth is trust, a tool for good. By embracing zakat and sedekah, Muslims contribute not only to the elevation of poverty, but also to the flourishing of compassion and community. This is a story of charity, a beacon of hope lighting the path toward a better tomorrow.
How can you contribute to zakat?
As Muslims, zakat is the third pillar of Islam after performing obligatory prayers. In the Al-Quran, Surah An-Nur, verse 56 has proven it.
وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ.
The meaning from the verse, and believers observe the prayer, keep on presenting the zakat, purifying dues, and obey the messenger that you may be shown mercy. To answer your question, as Muslim, we can contribute zakat by doing our obligatory towards the pillars of Islam.
When discussing zakat, it is hard to separate it from one of the means by which the poor assist. From an economic point of view, it can be seen as helping to close the gap between the rich and the poor. To help the poor by using zakat, in Malaysia, there are zakat collection centres, PPZ, in each state to manage zakat payments in each area. This PPZ works to collect zakat from people who have the right to pay it and give it to the poor or deserving Aslam. So we don't have to worry about our money being misused because PPZ is the responsible party that manage this zakat. Once zakat is distributed to those who deserve it, many big impacts can be seen in their lives. Some of them use the zakat money received to start a business. Indirectly, it can improve their quality of life with the help of zakat given. When the number of poor people decreases and start working, the rate of poverty and unemployment in the country will also decrease. This can raise the country's names toward a developed country and show the effectiveness of zakat agencies in Malaysia. In this day, a modern way is seen by every class of society to complete a task. It is also important for zakat to use the modernity available now to make it easier for people to pay zakat online. This can increase the number of individuals who pay zakat as the process becomes easier. The Zakat Collection Center, PPZ, should also develop a more interactive blog and website. Through the use of this media, any complaints or important news can be spread immediately. People will also not miss important dates to complete their responsibilities if they have reminders from apps on their phones. Conventional form of communication, however, still needs to be maintained because there are still among zakat payers who are still lagging behind the current technological development.
In conclusion, every Muslim needs to complete their obligatory responsibilities in any way possible while also helping the needy.
What are the negative effects if people don't pay for zakat and sedekah?
As a Muslim, it is very important to us to carry out our tasks by paying zakat and giving sedekah. Those who fail to fulfill this obligation on time without a valid reason commit an act of disobedience and they will an effect.
Those who fail to pay zakat, their source of sustenance is narrow and there is no blessing for the property owned. In fact, a person who fails or delay what need to be done can be considered to have a problem with a broken heart. Allah mentions, those who refuse to pay zakat will cause him to become a sinner. Giving sedekah needs to be volunteer. The person who didn't perform sedekah will his life was gripped by various calamities and slander. Not only that, MGs will offer up terrible prayers for the person who neglected to give sedekah.
What are the challenges and issues of zakat distribution?
First and foremost, there is some sort of issue which needs to be resolved, which is inefficiency in the zakat management process.
The system for distribution needs to be imposed up and controlled, which may motivate potential payers to keep in mind to perform their future religious duties.
Furthermore, there are low for sale of zakat application forms to prospective zakat receivers by some negligent individuals.
The Asnaf will feel deceived and will not enroll themselves in the system. Therefore, the alternative of geography information system should be implemented by zakat institutions to keep an eye on people in a specific region.
Last but not least, capacity building is one of the problems in zakat distribution.
It would lead to a reliance on zakat receipts, which will then improve their quality of life. By using this capacity building strategy, poor people can be effectively transformed from zakat recipients to zakat payers.
What are the weaknesses of the zakat and sedekah system in our country?
Zakat is administered by State Region Islamic Council, while Sedekah is administered by Islamic non-profit organisation. There are several weaknesses in the zakat and sedekah system in our country in terms of efficient management that should be improved. Factor contributing to the poor performance of zakat institution is the difference between time payment by zakat payer and when the zakat is distributed.
This is because some zakat payers choose to pay zakat at the end of the year. This gap can lead to a loss of fund as the money may not be available when it is needed.
To reduce this issue, zakat institution must develop better strategy for resources and create more efficient collection methods.
For example, zakat institution can strictly set the rule for zakat payers when they must pay their zakat to meet the time when the zakat was distributed.
The bureaucracy that occur in the zakat procedure application can also the weakness to the zakat system.
This is where the zakat recipient face difficulty dealing with the tedious procedure set by zakat institution.
As a result, even though they are eligible to receive zakat, not all zakat recipients know how to follow all the conditions and requirements that set by zakat institution.
In this case, zakat institution should simplify the procedure by making it user-friendly and helping zakat recipient navigate the system effectively.